2025 is the year of the snake. In the Chinese zodiacal calendar, every year is represented by a different animal, and this year happens to be the snake. The slippery snake. There's no other place that you'll find a compilation of this many snake media videos out there, voiced over by me, Mitchell, from the Mitchellverse. Subscribe for more. So anyway, first off, this won't just be, regular old snake stuff. I'm covering anything generally serpentine in nature, snakes, dragons, etc. I know the length of this video is slightly long, but I promise you, if you watch till the end, you will walk away going, wow, that was a lot of snakes. And you might even go insane. Who knows? You might even become rich. And if you're already rich, who knows, you might even become poor by the end of this video. We'll see what happens. Now, you might hate snakes. You may be asking, why watch this video then? Easy. This world-class, sultry, warm dialogue, baby. Also, somewhere in this video, I've placed a single frame that contains a map that leads directly to your mom's house. Zing! Just to be clear, you're gonna see a lot of things that have legs. That's just the way it is, man. There's dragons and stuff, they got legs, but, seemingly they originated from a more serpentine place. So, there's gonna be things with legs in here. Deal with it, man. It's not that serious. This is just a little bit of a commentary, a little bit of a podcast. So, here we go. The first one we got here is Monster Hunter 4. It's a creature named Dalamander. Dalamander? And you're probably thinking, he's got a leg. There it is. And you're right, like I said. But look, he's definitely serpentine. He's got that crazy tongue. He's got serpent eyes. He's going, ah. So second game here. This is some old XMen game. Look at this. You're playing as Frozone. And you're just cruising around and you're taking out this serpent frickin' fire guy. God damn! Mission complete. Here we go. On to the next here. We got 47 Ronin with Keanu. My boy Keanu. He's looking at this bay. She's feeling a little stressed out. This is what happens to my girlfriend when she gets stressed out. She freaking turns into a giant serpentine dragon. Then I have to fight her with my samurai sword. What are you gonna do? For all the people out there that didn't see this movie, there was some cool bits to it, like this part, and like the next part. What can I say? Look how cool this is. I remember they played this in the trailer for a second. Actually, no, I don't think they ever gave away that this is the part they played in the trailer where he's like, let me freaking, brutally slapped. But don't worry though, he's got powers of the bad guy from Riddick. He can just jolt teleport and then stab her in the frickin' top of the head. Perfect. It doesn't get much better than that. Adventure Time. This guy is supposed to be Death, and that's his dad, Death.
Think I can't take you, Dad?
He's got daddy issues. Dad loves him though, but he's just got daddy issues.
Strike now. Strike now.
Yeah, and then we got Life from Adventure Time from I think the same episode. She's got that twin kind of caduceus twisting DNA idea, which I think is what the creators of the show were going for. Life comes from the DNA, and they're showcasing it, kissing Death on the cheek. Death doesn't take no life, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. His power does exceed my own.
Jafar.
But not for long.
The boy is crazy. He's a little punch drunk.
Well, I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid, and man, I remember it scared me. I was terrified of this movie as a little chipping boy.
Right. Your wish is my command.
Nagini. As serpent as it gets. Getting ready to eat a victim of Voldemort. That part's great just because he freaks out.
I need to keep you safe.
I think I put more Harry Pee clips in the back end of this video. Epic, bro. So now we got some good old Naruto. There's a lot of cool clips of snake stuff going on. Orochimaru. Seems like he's got problems. He's just like this big white serpent. He's always trying to eat people. He's always causing problems. I just thought this was a crazy animation. Inverting the snake onto that Buddha dude. Okay, now this clip is so scary. Jesus Christ. This movie is Piranhaconda, I believe. I mean, it kind of looks like a James Cameron movie, if I'm being honest.
Serpent breathing, fifth form.
Some good old Demon Slayer. Got the white serpent. Using some mad skills.
Slithering serpent.
Little known fact here. Serpents actually have giant, long, skinny lungs going through their whole body. So like this guy right here from the movie Anaconda. He's just got two big lungs going from the front of his body all the way to the back of his body. Just long, big old long, stinky lungs. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real snake, by the way. They cast a real snake for this film. That's Angelina Jolie's dad. Isn't that weird? Bet you didn't know that. If you're young. And I'm young. I'm just 69 years old. But look at that. He's busting his cheek out. He's breathing that hot fumage on his head. And then he's... I mean, I don't even want to say what he's sticking him in right there, but it's his mouth. Alright, so these next clips are absolutely insane of Bear Grylls. So this was a show on Discovery Channel back in the day. This dude would do the most insane stuff, and a lot of it was fake, but a lot of it was real. I feel like I don't even know if I'm going to keep this on here, but he literally killed a snake, pisses in it, fills it up like a canteen to save for later, ties it off in a knot, wears it around his neck to, I guess, warm himself up in the desert from the warm pee. I think at some point he puts it around his belt loop, and then just decides later that he's gonna give it a go and drink it. And this is like one of the most insane things I think I've ever seen on TV. It's just a guy drinking his own piss out of a snake, which, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in here because it's just so twisted. But it's also just crazy because this guy's like an inspirational speaker now. So it's almost like it's a precursor to becoming an inspirational speaker, is maybe you have to drink piss out of a beheaded snake in the desert. So here we go. We got some Beetlejuice action. Michael Keaton is just in this scene, he's just kind of like a puppeted snake version of Beetlejuice. He's looking up skirts. He's a little freak.
We come for your daughter, Chuck.
He's going after daughters that are young. The real Epstein. Bada boom, bada bing. Gross, man. Yeah, and then also at some point there's a sandworm, which that's kind of going to be a theme in this video too, that comes through and eats his ass. Which is also kind of serpentine in form. And this is from the new Beetlejuice. Spoiler! Same thing happens again. I didn't even have to see this movie. I knew this is what was going to happen. So this is from the new Indiana Jones The Great Circle. The Great Circle video game that came out pretty recently, as of 2025. But yeah, at some point you're inside of a temple, and there's just this big old boy chasing you around. There's a little boss fight where you throw these little tridents, little spears at this dude, you shoot him up a little bit, and eventually he just kind of leaves. I don't think you kill him. Yeah, he just bounces. Oh yeah, that's right. He does come back when you're fighting this big dude. Slowly shows up, which the snake would not. I mean, come on, not realistic at all. But one funny part about this is this guy wrestles him like he's in the WWE. Chokes him out. He's so big. Dude, this snake is so big. But yeah, he chokes him out. And I'm pretty sure he just slams him on... Bam! Slams, dude. Amazing. Breaks his jaw. He's already dead. Anyway, we're moving on to Black Myth Wukong. This is a Chinese-made video game, so it's very controversial in the West when it came out. You also at some point fight these guys. They're like tiger, serpent-necked mother truckers. And this guy, this is a clip from somebody else just whacking them off. Coming in, whacking them off, backing up, jumping in again, whacking them off. Now this is like the second boss in the game. He is the white-clad noble. He's like he's got that real weeb energy. You whoop his ass, and then he decides to unleash my full power. I bet you didn't know who I was, but I'm actually way stronger than you think. That's when he shows off his merman tail. Big old mermaid snake tail, dude. Here it comes. And he was pretty tough the first time I played him. But cool boss. Cool idea, cool design. This is considerably later on in the game. Come across this sweet, nice little chill lady snake on this tree who's looking out for her husband or something, I think, like that. She turns out to be basically the most creepy freak of all time. I mean, just look at her, dude. She's showing off her neck. I know it's a thing. I remember watching this movie one time, and this guy was like, "You have to make your hair short, put it up to show off your neck." It was a movie. What was it? Maybe I'll remember it later. But
you've got to cut your hair.
Are you serious?
A woman's shoulders are the front lines of her mystique. And her neck.
now, this is Blasphemous, a game that's kind of Dark Souls adjacent, 2D Dark Souls as people put it. And at some point you fight this big old noble white snake. So this is from the game Bloodeborne. There's going to be a variety of Bloodeborne clips, but this was a boss that was taken out of the game. It was like a giant snake ball boss. Like I said, complete cut content. This guy that captured this footage found it and put it back into the game just to kind of show what could have been. But man, Bloodborne is a fantastic game. Dude, the little late bite there on him from the white one. Now this is just a fantastic clip approaching what would have been a pretty gnarly boss fight. It would have been cool if they would have kept this in. Anyway, this is later on. These guys are called the Shadow of Yharnam. Halfway through the boss fight, they explode snakes out of their face, like you just saw. I think maybe they get a little bit more aggressive, but it's more so just like, wow, look what we were housing the whole time. Kind of like this guy. You know, you hit him, and he's just like, I have such a headache right now. And my wife, she's cheating on me with another man. Ah! And he's just been keeping these snakes in his head this whole time. It's insane. Oh yeah, there's those little snake ball enemies kind of surrounding him. Very freaky boss, or not boss, just enemy first time you come across him. Boktai, which was a Hideo Kojima game. This is Lady Vampire. She's kind of like Medusa, you know, she's got the snake body. Eventually you take her out. She turns to stone herself, classic Medusa archetype. Oh, and apparently she goes into a metal coffin that looks kind of like a pee-pee, you know, not gonna lie, looks like a little chubster. So, looks like you drag this thing back to what is your goon cave. You start to fry the little chubster back alive to release the spirits. Now, this was a roguelike called Hades, where you're in the underworld. And this is one of the bosses, the Bone Hydra. Is pretty cool. No, so this wouldn't be a snake video without a little bit of Pokemon action going on. This is Steelix. I'm pretty sure he's the evolved version of Onyx, which if you know anything about Pokemon, who gives a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Clash of the Titans, 1981 is when it came out. I didn't see the original one. I saw the follow-up that came out in the 2000s, but pretty good effects, I'd say, for 1981. Now this is from the new one. The guy who's the head guy in this movie, the head actor, is Jake Sully. Jake Sully from the Avatar movies. And Avatar 3 is about to come out soon. And a lot of people talk trash on Avatar, but whoa, that was spooky. You know, he's already stoned. So she's like, dude, you're already stoned? Bro, you're already stoned right now? Lame. He's so stoned, his heart's about to explode. It's like the ultimate stoner right there. Sayonara. Anyway, Jake Sully decapitates a Medusa. Bet you didn't know that happened in the Avatar universe. It's an alternate timeline. This is a little game I found online called Crypt of the Serpent King, where at the very end, I guess you fight this Serpent King. He dies pretty easy. And then the credits just kind of roll after this. And I mean, look at this. The end. Classic. Anyway, it kind of goes through some of the art from the creatures here. And it ends with the Serpent King right there. Look at him. Look at him flexing, dude. He looks like he should have a Monster Energy tattoo on his chest or something.
Look! It's Serpentor!
Start up the pythonizing ray immediately!
No! You don't know what you're doing! You'll never lose your taste for flies! No!
We should never be alone.
I'm just gonna let this play out.
I'll keep you safe.
It's her voice.
Who are you?
So good.
I know what you are. I know where you came from. Would you like to see?
Yeah.
Mostly men stay in their village, but sometimes they travel.
I'll come back to that in a minute, the Jungle Book there, but this was from the new Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I was pretty blown away that at the end, you come across a Donkey Kong leader, clan leader, whatever their names are, and he's a giant so you get to turn Donkey Kong into a freaking snake, dude. Snake Bonanza! Oh my god, crazy! He's got crazy dance moves, he's freaking bopping around, he's cutting the air, dude. He's like, he's just so cool. This game is so weird and so good. And so Japanese. And this song bops. But anyway, he can hop around. He's got like a crazy charge, double jump. I'm pretty sure he can dive bomb. He's got like some crazy dive bomb move. And then I think he can also slow and stop time. Dragon Ball. Not quite Serpent Ball, is it? But, I mean, that sure looks like a serpent with me, just with some wings. It's an ascended serpent. Look at him, dude. He's devouring planets. Jupiter. He ate Jupiter and got bigger, dude. How much food was on Jupiter? Imagine just looking up into the sky and seeing one of those.
Now what's going on over at Capsule Corp?
I am Shenron. I shall grant you any wish. Now speak.
I gotta make this fast, Shenron!
Now, this is from the good old Dragon's Dogma 2 that came out recently. You can seek out Medusa inside this cave, and you chop her freaking head off like this. You crawl up her and just hot. And you can keep her head, just like in all these other games with Medusa heads. You can pull it out and turn people to stone. You go back, turn Medusa into stone with her own head. How ironic. Elden Ring. And now this is the straight up most twin serpent hatching out of an egg imagery of stone of all time. Man, when I saw this game and I saw what they're trying to represent here, it really kind of blew my mind. Hideki Miyazaki, him and his team, dude, they are going so deep. I would love to get a glimpse into their studio to see what they're thinking about and talking about, but they just never really do interviews. They're so secretive because what they're working on is so freaky. But anyway, this boss fight here, Dragon Lord Placidusax, which is just such a, naming something Placidusax. Now this is another boss fight from Elden Ring. This is Rykard, who is a giant serpent monster. This is actually after you fight him the initial time. I think I should have put the first part in, but you beat the serpent and then he awakens. And he's like, oh, bro, I don't know, I need to recharge. I don't think I'm ready to go round 2 yet. You know what I'm saying?
Very well.
But very well, he will go round 2 because he's ready, dude. And he reaches deep into the gullet, pulls out what is, just the sword that everybody online uses, the Blasphemous blade. Pretty disgusting, pretty vile. But also, pretty dang cool. Sword with a bunch of hands. They're also kind of serpentine. They got kind of like serpent tongue going on. He pulled it out of the mouth.
Join myself and King as remedy. Together we will devour the very god.
So Japanese. Into the Gungeon. One of the best roguelikes ever made, in my opinion. This is the second boss on the second level. Anaconda, and it's kind of play on the OG game, Snake. He moves in a snaky way. He sends out these little ammo guys you have to take out. Yeah, just all around kind of fantastic boss. This is a behind the scenes scene from Fantastic Beasts of the serpent bird looking dude. This is a cut scene from Fantastic Beasts of these giant little serpent broskies. Here they come.
I'm not a big fan of snakes, but this is fascinating.
I'm surprised they cut this. I think this probably did not freak people out. This is from the new Final Fantasy 15 remake. How mean he looks, dude. Calm down. It's not that serious, dude. So this is a secret boss, a Leviathan. I don't know what it looked like from the original Final Fantasy, but pretty cool interpretation of the Leviathan. They gave it wings. They kind of gave it some fish-like elements, diving in and out of the ground. Very cool creature. Raised by wolves. Pretty sure this was produced by, or maybe there was a hand from Ridley Scott, the guy that makes Alien. And I think this was his way of kind of telling his story of how he views the world, which is apparently a giant consciousness serpent eating a tree and turning into a squid serpent or something like that. I don't know, man. Crazy stuff. I'll tell you what, man. One Piece. He can transform into what is called a Gear 4 Snake Man transformation. Snake fumes. And snake teeth and eyes. Transforming. Transforming, man. Let's just take it in. Snake man. Beautiful snake man. Oh. Yeah. Oop. Very cool. Now this YouTuber made a tunnel so that a snake could have some robotic legs. A snake with legs. Can you believe it?
Hey.
This
Hey, you like having these legs?
This just feels wrong.
You like having your legs back?
Anyway, this is from God of War 2. There was a boss fight with Medusa. I'm gonna have to blur that out. Gosh, he was freaking tweaking. Did you see that tweak? He's like a crackhead at the gas station at 2 a.m. But yeah, there's a lot of these in the God of War franchise. A lot of tittied bosses or just regular enemies that are basically Medusas that you can eventually use their head to turn things into stone. Oh my god, who would have guessed? Classic. Now this is God of War 3 as well. This is the beginning of God of War 3. Now you might say, Mitch, this is not a snake, dude. This is Poseidon. And it is Poseidon, but he's got these real interesting kind of tendril arms that are very serpentine-like. And I imagine the animators and the people researching for this game when it came to the art department, I imagine to a certain extent that they had to have taken into consideration some type of serpentine thing just because how they move. And I thought it was interesting how they used them here. God of War 2016 or 18, whichever one it was.
It's the world serpent.
And this is the world serpent, Jormungandr. He's like kind of the predecessor to Loki from Norse mythology. And he's so big that he wraps himself around the entire world. He speaks completely in dubstep. Pretty sick, huh? Very cool interpretation of him in the God of War games. When you have headphones on and you're playing the game, I mean, it really feels like he's huge. The sound design of this game is pretty unbelievable.
Why is he doing that?
Many strange places, but this will be a new one.
At a certain point, you go into his belly.
How about you, Father?
Never one who was not trying to eat me.
No. When I played this, it was quite a few years ago at this point, so I don't remember the exact reason why you're going in here. I think he was showing you something. Gosh, his voice is so cool. His tongue doesn't look very forked. What the fork? Okay, so whatever you went in there for, it doesn't look like it went very good. Slam! Now this is later on. This is the final boss fight. Spoiler! He shows up and it just looks so cool. This is such an epic scene. Probably spent millions of dollars on it. In the distance there, we got a Jormungandr fighting Thor. And not faring very well. This is also a scene from that same game. That was pretty beautiful and interesting. Now back to God of War 3. This is a boss, a little quick boss fight you have with the Chimera, which they represented with a lion body, a snake tail, kind of a goat, three-horned head. They really hodgepodged it together, but from a mythological, kind of historical perspective of what the Chimera is, I mean, man. So this is from the God of War Ascension game, which was the last one in the PS3 era, but apparently was the worst one in the franchise history from what a lot of people say, but I mean, it looked really good. Snake Bridge is extending, pretty freaky stuff. We got more dueling serpents. A lot of times whenever you see serpents, they'll be dueling like that for a variety of different reasons. This actually reminds me of the Arch Abbey from Lies of P. PP. Godzilla and Kong movie. Sneaking up on Kong within the inner earth is a giant serpent. Oh my gosh. Could you believe it? I bet you wouldn't expect that. Pretty good animation.
This is Snake Way, the road to King Kai's place.
Dragon Ball
I don't know
Z.
why they put that big ugly snakehead there. It always gives me the goosebumps.
Absolutely classic.
It seems so long. Oh, we must have a psychic connection or something, because I say the same thing to myself every time I see it.
I wonder how long it is.
How long is it?
Oh.
Well, they say it's over 10,000 miles, but nobody really knows for sure.
10,000 miles? Oh! We got some going action. Hunter x Hunter. And we had this chimera show up. It is a snake man. Demon monster.
Nice job dodging. How about this?
Right here he's really squeezing his snake glutes. Showing off that snake ass. And his Morpheus glasses. Spirited Away, a Oscar-winning film from the, I believe, early 2000s. And if you haven't seen it, I mean, man, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful film. One of the best or better animated films out there. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, it'll reconnect you to the spirit of being a child. Which I think is important, you know, for a lot of you people out there that have maybe lost your humanity or lost your childlike wonder that maybe you carried with you when you were younger. Or maybe you never had it. Maybe you can reclaim it right now. Just pull up Spirited Away and watch it.
You trust me?
Of course I trust you.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Please. For me, please. I am Jean-Claude Van Damme. Close your eyes. Oh, shit! Oh my god, dude, her eyes are the scariest part of the scene. Holy crap, dude, they're like, make him more bulbous. Who's this guy think he is? This guy thinks he's Bear Grylls.
Is it dead?
Not hardly.
What are you doing?
Now, punching
a surprise for
a
my
snake
friends.
like that is something that Bear Grylls had to have done a couple times. This guy looks like Mark Wahlberg, but he's definitely not Marky Mark. Listen to this. Back to the Harry P. The Harry Pee-Pee, dude. I think J.K. Rowling liked Harry Pee-Pees or something, because, I mean, subconsciously, if it was subconscious, she named the main character Harry Pee-Pee, dude. Come on.
Thanks.
Now this scene here, this is some hardcore shite. We got the snake coming out of the mouth like a silver-tongued devil, you know what I'm saying? And then Harry, or Daniel Radcliffe, he actually trained. He watched like 15 Tom Cruise movies to be able to run this fast like this. And then watch how hard he slams. What a slam. That's a cool scene right there. The pull out. And then we got the stab through the top of the head. You know, we saw it with Keanu Reeves earlier. Now I gathered here a variety of different video game clips from... Oh, my kitty's coming in. You hear him? Oh my gosh. Stanley, come on, buddy. Boy's name is Stanley. But yeah, I gathered a variety, hey buddy, of different Basilisk gameplay clips from different Harry Pee-Pee video games. Pretty sure that one was Game Boy. This one actually seems pretty cool. It's like old school RPG themed. And you kind of go through and fight a turn-based style. Pretty sweet. There is some pretty diabolically crazy ones in here. Okay, which you're about to see. A great final end screen there. I thought that was pretty nice. Pretty well done. Pretty good pixel art there. Nice color palette. Absolutely beautiful face, mate. So this is, I think PS2. Slam. Tooth right under the book. Oh, I think this was the alternate ending for when Harry dies. Unless I'm getting it wrong here. Yeah.
I have returned. The world will be purged of all mad bloods and non-magical people.
Jesus.
I, Lord Voldemort, will conquer all.
Now, that's some magic that I feel like not enough people got to see. So I think this is a PC mod. Listen to this one.
Ginny Weasley opened the Chamber of Secrets.
Got a homosexual.
Just as I had long ago.
Tom Riddle.
Before I became Lord Voldemort.
No! Dude, that laugh.
Now I'm going to teach you a lesson. Let's match the powers of Tom Riddle, heir of Slytherin, against the famous Harry Potter.
Yow! Yeah! Force coming in at the second.
Dude, the heavy metal. This is so sick. Oh, yes. I don't even know what this is. Fox slow-mo ripping his eyeballs out.
Oh no. Oh, what's happening? Oh.
And they're putting Star Wars music in. Has to be a mod. I don't even know if I can play this. I'll probably have to mute the game. But just imagine Star Wars, all the Jedi are being killed scene from episode 3 is playing right now. The saddest, most, Yoda's grabbing his chest, clutching it. Slow-mo blood. All right, we got Hercules. Classic, fighting the Hydra with all the heads. Beautiful animation for the time, and still to this day. Hades just burning down that dirty, filthy cigar. Well, this is from that game Horizon Forbidden West or whatever, she's fighting a giant robot. Again! Back to Wukong. This boss was kind of a take on Bear Grylls with that snake around his waist like that. He has boobs on his head, or balls, however you want to interpret them, but he also has a snake around his belt, or he's wearing a snake as a belt. He also summons these snakes. They shoot giant poison blasts at you. Indiana Jones classic. He's terrified of snakes.
There's a big snake in the plane, Jock! Oh, that's just my pet snake, Reggie! I hate snakes, Jock! I hate them!
Great scene. Now this is Indiana Jones Infernal Machine. I think a PC game from the early 90s. Quetzalcoatl boss fight coming up. Old twin serpent business going on here. Then he comes out slowly. Terrifying.
Snakes. I hate snakes. Especially big hones.
Especially big hones. And apparently Indy just punches him. Which, not a bad way to take out a snake. Especially if you're Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then, eventually he'll explode, and then you'll just have to bust out the pistol and shoot up all the little baby snakes that get made up of him. It's just the way it is. And then when you escape the temple, it's all for nothing. Break an ankle, sprain it. I mean, that has to hurt your ankle. I got ankle problems, and that just doesn't seem like it'd be good for your ankle. Also doesn't seem good to have a bunch of snakes like this around your ankles, like in Indiana Jones 1. Back to Jafar, he's got the little Cobra staff. He likes to mind control people.
Everything will be fine. The diamond.
This is Jak and Daxter 1. There's these little sand serpents that you can just head dive into, explode them. Pretty cool way to take them out pretty fast. Also in the jungle area, they got these guys that come down from the trees above. Pretty cool. The original Jungle Book. Cause all like, Mowgli, you look more like Mo gas in your lungs, boy, you tripping. Killua from Hunter x Hunter again. Showing off his little snake aura going on here to this goofy-eared dork. Wait, Now, this is a movie called King Cobra. They put a dying Chinese man in it. Fred comes in here with the best save of all time. Again! This is one of the old King Kong movies. Not the oldest, but Kong, for a period of time before the Peter Jackson ones, he liked to wrestle the serpent. In the Peter Jackson one, he wrestles T-Rexes and kills them instead, but the original was always these giant pythons or vipers. Jesus Christ, dude. Kong was just a menace, man. Now, this was the original King Kong, where he's fighting like a dino snake. Man, this movie looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure it was filmed in like the 30s, 1933. Pretty amazing for 1933. I mean, geez, almost 100 years ago. Seems like it should be longer ago. Kulev from this game that I made a previous video about on my channel. If you want to check it out, you'll find it on there. You'll see it. Kulev, he kind of possesses this guy like Weekend at Bernie's. Lady Venomara from Astrobot, a game that came out a year or two ago. Won Game of the Year. Jeff Keighley Game Awards, so you know it's good. Looks like a pretty fun boss fight. Looks like it was a good time. Now this one, Lockjaw, this movie has DMX in it. I don't think anybody saw this movie. Literally, I don't think anybody saw this movie, but apparently there is a giant snake in it. There's blonde girls shooting guns, there's white guys shooting guns, there's people tackling people, there's DMX shooting rockets. I mean, probably one of the worst movies of all time. There's some Percy Jackson, Medusa action going on. Medusa's a standout theme in this video, as I'm sure you've seen. You know, the lady who turns people to stone with her snake head. If you look into Randall Carlson at all, he talks about how the symbolism of Medusa comes from meteors impacting on Earth. Comets and meteors, predominantly made out of iron or metals. People that would have seen them would have saw them like a string of serpentine-looking things coming from the sky, impacting on Earth, killing people, and leaving stones in their wake. Anyway, that's just one interpretation of Medusa. Another interpretation of Medusa is this dude freaking whipping her glasses up and stopping flames, apparently. But that's another thing. Also, it's Uma Thurman. They're from Pulp Fiction.
Mongrel intruder.
Now we got some good old Mesmer here from Elden Ring, the Elden Ring DLC.
That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
Which is my personal favorite boss fight from the Elden Ring game. I'm just kind of going to let this play out here.
Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Blasphemous flame.
Now, first phase of this boss fight, you're just fighting him as regular. Eventually, you bring him to his knees, and he decides, you know what? It's time to pluck my own eyeball out.
I will not suffer.
Which the thing is, dude, I've been there. I'm kind of skipping through this, but I'm leaving some of it too, because it's really cool.
wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light.
God damn.
So then you have to fight him while he's essentially controlling the void, as you saw there at the beginning. And man, this fight is so cool. Got some more Raised by Wolves here. I think she's supposed to be kind of a representation of Eve integrating in with the serpent here. Which, I don't know, I didn't see the second season, so I'm not 100% sure with what's going on here. This looks like some freaky deaky stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now this is a movie that was highly controversial, but you know, we got Nagini again. Turns out Nagini was Asian the whole time.
Over time, she will not be able to transform back. She will be forever trapped in the body of a snake.
I know, right? What a bummer. That guy he wasn't even acting right there. That's just how he is normally. And if you know, you know. There's Onyx. Classic Pokemon character, the giant rock snake guy. Some people would say he's not a snake, but I mean, I'd say he's a snake with a mustache that's made of rock. Made of onyx, to be exact. Oh, the Ouroboros classic. Now, this is kind of what, you know, we've been seeing this a lot in this video underlying. Anyway, next thing here, we got Paladins. Maldamba. Character from Paladins. This is kind of like an Overwatch ripoff, pardon my French. But pretty cool. You know, you carry a snake on your right hand, you shoot people, you heal people. Classic snake stuff. Now this is Phanes, or Phanes, however you say it, which I think Thanos, or Thanatos was actually based off of. This is kind of like the original Greek Orpheus mystery. This serpentine thing here is a Pokemon named Rayquaza. Big green beast. Pretty cool looking for a character design. Damn, look at that. One-shot kill. Critical hit. Your homie has fainted. He's been interpreted in various different ways through various different Pokemon games because there has been a lot of Pokemon games. Thought this was a pretty epic little funny animation here. This is way slower than I remember when I was cutting this video. He's going down. He's going, look at me. I'm freaking a floaty green boy. Rayquaza freaking epic version, dude. Look at him go. I'm going to spend another $60 on this. 70? You know what? Let me give you 80. New Prince of Persia game that came out, I think last year, 2024. Got pretty good reviews. This boss fight looked pretty cool. Or whatever. When it comes to snake characters, I feel like Jake the Snake has got to be the best.
Hello, brother. Thirsty?
I don't know if anything's going to top this guy. He's too good.
But we know better, don't we?
He licks Rango's bay.
So why don't you show your friends here what you're made of? Show them who you really are. Why don't you just pull your gun and shoot me? But of course you won't need all these. Just one, right? Go ahead, hero. Pull the trigger. You got killer in your eyes, son. I don't see it.
This whole movie, if you haven't seen it, Rango, 2011, with Johnny Depp playing the chameleon, it's one of the most surreal animated movie experiences that I think I've ever seen. This is a little Nat Geo double-headed snake.
That's a really cool thing to see. I've never seen a two-headed snake. It's rare.
Pulling away from the cartoony media a little bit just to show you some real freakiness. Pretty cool.
Anytime you want to bring me interesting snakes like your bird.
Resident Evil Remake. Apparently there's a big boss snake fight in there. I never played the original Resident Evil, and I never played the remake. I did play Resident Evil 2 Remake somewhat recently, and that game was pretty fantastic, but there was no snakes in it. And like we've talked about, this is a snake video. A lot of scenes in these games where they just headshot a snake and then it just freaking does this. You ready? Probably gonna have to cut the sound out of this one, but this is from the last and definitely worst Star Wars film that's been made, Rise of Skywalker. Now there was a lot of beauty to this movie and to this scene,
but what are you gonna do?
Sea of Thieves. It's a open world kind of seafaring video game, but you can capture snakes and turn them into this like snake dealer. And that's kind of like a part of the game that you can kind of just do. You can also play music to the snakes to kind of alleviate their aggro, their aggression for all those non-video gamers out there. This is another From Software game. They're all about the snakes. And at some point in this scene, you stab this guy in the eyeball. Really pisses him off. He does not like it. Okay? Try to refrain in the future from stabbing giant white snakes in the eyeball, because they will come back when you're running across a bridge and decide to break it down like that. Later on, if you want to get kind of the secret ending, you have to kill that same snake, which you do by jumping from very high up and plunging again your blade into the top of the head, which seems to be like a very consistent theme amongst a lot of these clips here. I mean, we started out with Keanu Reeves doing that, and I mean, we followed up with it. Also, towards the end of this game, you make your way to the higher realm where the tree spirits are dragons, or dragon serpents. And, I mean, it kind of sucks that you're just whooping their ass. You're just chopping them all up. Like, they're trying to whoop your ass, but you gotta chop them up. You take enough of them out, and it reveals that the actual kind of god of this video game, or at least the undying force, is this tree serpentine dragon that is just such a cool design. And you have to fight him. I mean, top tier. Eventually take him out with some lightning. Right here. Yeet! And the whole thing is, you're not even trying to kill them in this game. You're just trying to get their tears. They call it a gracious gift, even though you stabbed him in the frickin' tear duct. Now this guy...
So this is the Serpent.
You didn't know I was going to dig this deep, did you?
The Serpent was invented in France in around 1595 and was originally used to accompany the lower voices for church services. Over the lifetime of the Serpent, more keys were added to help with the semitones and the tuning of the instrument, and gradually that led to the development of the ophicleide, which means keyed serpent, from the two Greek words ophi for snake and clyde for keys.
Now, like he was talking about with the church being related to the serpent, there's a lot there. Shadow of the Colossus. You fight a bunch of giant creatures and beasts in this game. One of them is this guy. He's like a sky leviathan, but you know, kind of worm-like, kind of dragon-like, kind of snake-like. Figured I'd throw him in here because he's pretty cool, and I think he stands up to criteria. But yeah, you climb on his back, you grab his fur. You're trying to find the little patches to stab him, to take him out, because in this game you're trying to bring back your lover. And the only way you can do that is by killing all of these divine creatures. Pretty dark, pretty twisted game, but beautiful. So when you take these things out, I know that was the most on-the-nose serpentine thing ever, but you know, they kind of come out like these little tendrils and stab into you, man. Now, this is an iconic snake shot here, coming up from Shrek, where Fiona grabs the snake. She blows it up like it's a balloon. She turns it into a beautiful little balloon animal. And then they have a little happily ever after. And Shrek uses a little bit of his bam power right there. But yeah, the balloons bouncing together here, it is dark, but man, it is beautiful. Some more of the homies playing the snake tuba. I should say same homie. I know you might be thinking at this point like, Jesus Christ, when is this gonna end? There are so many more snakes than I thought in this media, but no, it's not ending there. This is from Sly Cooper 1, which in my opinion is the best Sly Cooper out of the 4 that have been made. A lot of people would disagree with me, but this level is called, I think, the Beast.
Kukulkan, Serpent of the Nine Winds.
Kukulkan is a god from South America, the sky serpent. Little known fact here, or maybe more known than I think it is, but America actually translates from Mayan, I believe, to land of the plumed serpent, which is what they called this entity down in South America. But quite interesting that America is named after it. The G.I. Joe movie. They're smelling them. They're like, dude, you stink. We're hungry. We're taking your ass out. But he's chill about it. And he's also quick with it, dude. He's got that 540 snap boot kick. His bae up there is much more skilled than he is, which he finds out here pretty soon, I believe. Bae comes in to save the day. They always got the one white snake. Anyway, 1976. Looks like there was the first kind of old school snake game called Barricade. Bunch of stuff leading up to 1997 where Nokia basically came out with Snake, which I think was probably the first real big one that everybody knows about. And then, you know, there was a variety, massive variety of OG Snake games after that. And then there was Snake Pass, came out a few years ago. Very chill, little happy game. You play as this cool little snake, you roll around, solve puzzles and stuff. One Piece Snake Man riding on a snake dragon, I mean, come on. He's got his snake lady with him. Doing the white serpent again, watch out. And I cut this one to make it look like she just beams him and then he goes flying. Yacht!
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane!
Classic.
Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
Had to keep that one in there.
Kenny, you shoot it. Here we go.
This is a new remake, a twist on the old Anaconda movies.
What is that?
Oh my.
Is it gonna be good? Probably not. The good old crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin. He's got some of the most classic snake videos out there.
Beautiful snake. They hunt at day and during the night. Crikey. Did you see that?
Ooh.
Soda paint, he would have tagged me. What did you see that? Clip me. Look at the venom on my boot. Check that out.
Check it out.
Look at that. My hands, my nose, my face, my eyes are all within strike range. He's a pit viper.
he could strike back over his own body at least 2/3 his body length, which means he could get me right on the eyebrow. Isn't this magnificent? You can see why they call him the Cottonmouth. Wide open, wah! And that's a display of aggression. And this... oh, I just swallowed a mosquito.
Yeah, buddy. Alright, back to the Elden Ring. This is a kind of an evolution of the snake enemies. It's from Dark Souls 3. This is from Dark Souls Original. We got, I think this is also... oh, Demon Souls. Sorry, 2 years prior, 2009. Dark Souls. And look at that. They're using the kind of the curved blade as well. Creepy sounds biting on the neck. Extendo neck. When you first walk outside of that church and see him, I mean, it is kind of creepy. And you can sneak behind him. Definitely goofy. Now, this video is supposedly the perfect game of Snake. It's sped up a little bit. Obviously, they're not playing this fast. Nobody is this good. There you go. Oh, and we're back to the continuation. Some of the Rick and Morty Snake episode here, where the Snake CIA sends in the Snake expert.
The war between Snake and Machine.
A little Terminator action.
In the end, Snake overcame Machine because of what we couldn't predict. That an alien, a child from a distant star, would save us.
Resistance is mouse-like. The caduceus, the staff carried by the Roman god Mercury, and not just because it depicts snakes, but because the two snake heads are meant to unite the opposing elements into one. Light and dark, man and woman, red and white.
There's some random stuff for you. Alright, so this is back to a little bit of Mesmer. You know, you got the snake coming out of the void there. Very cool animation. Ulcerated tree spirits from Elden Ring. Classic Voldemort clips. The scene I put in here where he is being reborn. And he's got like the serpentine eyes. I mean, man. Good stuff, followed up by even better stuff. This game, Inscription, and there's a card that is the Ouroboros card that is just OP within this game. Fantastic game. We got some more Harry Potter. This is specifically from movie 5, where Voldemort uses a flame serpent.
I sacrifice Dark Magician
This-
Girl, Gamma the Magnet
This.
Warrior, and Big Shield God
Big Shield!
to summon the almighty Slifer the Sky Dragon!
This is the most Japanese thing I think in this video so far. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's got its fair share of dragon, serpent interpretations. And card games in general. Collectible card games.
His Egyptian God card.
Great audio peaking there. Ooh, this is Breath of the Wild. So at some point you get to the peak of this mountain, and there you have this kind of twisted, corrupted dragon. You shoot his eyeball. Then you kind of hunt him in the sky, and I think decorrupt him. You know, you help him, he helps you. There he blows, getting rid of all of the corruption. Turns out he's a beautiful, nice little blue and white. I mean, little maybe is not the right word. Now this is concept art for what Ganondorf was going to look like, which is kind of, you know, reminiscent of that lion serpent-y coiled up dude, but he's underground. But the way they ended up interpreting him actually in the end game is more full-on serpent-like, which you'll see here in a second after my video loads. Beautiful Link. Pulled out that sword. So there he is, spoiler. Ganondorf, endgame. Turned him into a giant serpent dragon. Who would have guessed? Well, I would have guessed. Because, I mean, man, it's just in everything. But then guess what? You're chasing him with a, not a demon serpent. You got like the cool-ass little nice guy. You seemingly fight him in this sky battle, which, again, if you look into anything about stones, sky serpents, and comets and meteors and all that, you know, it kind of all lines up. Magic the Gathering. There's a lot of cool serpent cards, you know, Ogier, Pajpakok, Deepest Epoch. He looks like Kukulkan Khan. Pretty cool. We got the Enduring Tenacity, kind of like a spirit dragon of the Amazon. Goose Mother. The Goose Mother. Kind of like a Hydra, but she's goose-headed. Coma World Eater. I thought that was really cool artwork. Voracious Bibliophile. This one, I don't know how you say it. I think that's a whatever. Divine Serpent Apophis. Cool art. Snake Rain. It be raining serpents up in here. Watch out, boys. Looks like Zootopia 2 is going down the snake route.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
Whoops. No.
Keep it.
They got a bunch of horny reptiles. Avatar clipped here to close it out, basically. They're trying to cross this strait, and turns out there's a Serpent Pass, that's what it was, my bad. Aang just freaking whips him with some air. Pretty much it on the serpent video here. If you have any other serpents that you can think of, put them in the comments below. If not, you know, put anything you want in the comments below, up to you. And if you know anybody that likes snakes or you think would like snake reference material, send it their way. I'm trying to get at least 10 million views on this video. 2025 Year of the Serpent. Thanks for watching.